Now, we all love movies. We all have our favourites. Some of us spend a lot of time quoting them. Surely you can't be serious. But what most people don't know are the stories behind some of cinema's most memorable lines like these.
You talking to me? You talking to me?
I'd have to say April 25th, because it's not too hot, not too cold. All you need is a light jacket.
What a dump. Hey, what's that from? What a dump.
How would I know?
So here to pull back the curtain is author Brian Abrams, who's written a book on this excellent subject. Hello, Brian.
Hey,
Thanks
Brian.
so much for joining us.
Hi, how are you?
We're great. So the book is called You're Talking to Me. Why did you pick the taxi driver quote for the title?
I actually didn't pick the taxi driver line for the title. That was a dispute between my editor and me for months on end.
You talking to me?
Funny enough, the title I wanted to go for was "You Had Me at Hello" from Jerry Maguire.
Good.
And I had sort of I was infatuated with Billy Wilder lines too, and from The Apartment and Double Indemnity and Sunset Boulevard and Some Like It Hot. And
Nobody's perfect.
there's a Billy Wilder connection to Jerry Maguire as well. But in the end, You Talking to Me won out, and I'm fine with it.
It's
it
a
was just
classic.
it was not my choice.
It really works. And it's the thought about that these movies, they sort of become part of us and we all quote them in our day-to-day lives, whether we're friends or family, or it just becomes these things. So we had one before that which was interesting because it was Elizabeth Taylor. Now, that was in the movie Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, which is a stage play adapted to a movie. Now, she says in the movie, what a dump. And then she's like, hey, who says that? What a dump. Who did say that originally?
That was Betty Davis in this 1949 noir called Beyond the Forest, which hardcore Davis fans love. It doesn't work for me. I love Betty Davis, but not this one. But the movie takes it on this meta level where you have Elizabeth Taylor kind of giving a lift to it, like you heard in the clip earlier. What a dump! And as a result, Betty Davis in her twilight years would go on talk shows and she would imitate the way Elizabeth Taylor did it. And it just kind of it strangely kept breathing in life into this line generation after generation for people.
Pre-meta.
Pre-meta. We love that. Let's go to the 90s.
Yeah.
So this throwaway line in Friday has taken on new life more recently. It's become this pop culture staple.
By Felicia?
Yeah.
Ah, Felicia.
Yeah, that's great. When they wrote that script, when Ice Cube and DJ Pooh wrote that script in the 90s, I don't even think that was in there. That was like ad-libbed on set. And it wasn't a joke at all that like stoners like embraced when the movie came out in the spring of 95. But through time, and especially on VHS, when people would go rent the movie and then their cousins would end up watching it or their aunts would end up watching it. And it found itself kind of veering off into like Black reality TV shows and stuff like RuPaul's Drag Race, and By Felicia became this like snappy comeback line for like a totally different dimension of people that had nothing to do with the original. It's really
so
funny.
much so that my 8-year-old said it the other month.
Yeah.
She said, like, By Felicia.
Did she
I'm like,
really?
what? How do you know that? It's amazing how these
great.
things just become part of, like, the cultural DNA.
Yeah.
But we saw one in the clips before as well, which was the movie Miss Congeniality, and I love William Shatner's face in that. But the pageant queen was asked about her perfect date, and then she did it was April 25th. But can you tell us a bit about the backstory on that quote?
Sure. Well, I spoke with one of the co-writers of Miss Congeniality, and she was just telling me how, like, she and her colleagues would go through a lot of archival footage of old Miss America pageants, and they actually found, like, a blooper of someone who said something along those lines where, who was it? Whoever the host of Miss America was way back when would, like, ask describe your perfect date, and someone actually gave the date on a calendar. And they were like, it was perfect. They were like, we could not write it any better than that.
It's a perfect moment. Okay, Brian, DC, we're going to play a game, if you don't mind, Brian, a face-off in a quote-off.
Sure.
So I'm going to play you 3 iconic movie scenes. First person to finish the rest of the line wins all.
You got this, Brian?
All good?
I'll do my best.
Okay, here we go. Here's the first one. Play.
Then close your eyes and tap your heels together 3 times. And think to yourself.
There's no place like home.
Yeah. Right?
There it is.
Who wins?
There's no place like home. There's no place like
Well done.
I should have done it multiple times, and I should have waved my wand around.
You're
obviously.
not.
Yeah. Where is your wand?
You're definitely not witchy enough.
It's in my
for that
other
moment.
suit, Brian. Actually.
Okay. Enough for you left it in your dressing room. Next one. Let's have a look.
Snakes.
What's that one, Brian?
Why did it have to be snakes?
Ah, there you go.
I thought it was going to be I hate snakes, Jacques, but that's what he says on the plane, I think. Yeah.
Is that the answer?
Let's have a look.
Why did it have to be snakes?
There you go.
Yeah, Brian, you had that
Nailed
one.
it.
You got that one, Brian. All right,
This is going really smoothly.
Yeah.
Okay, last one. Let's have a look.
Very small, of course.
Brian, let's go together. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
All right.
I'm the king of the world. That's the best. I'm the king of the world. Brian, before we go, do you have a favourite all-time go-to movie quote?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, take your pick. When you're writing a book like this for 3 years, you kind of fall in love with all of them. So they're all my children in a strange
I
way.
love it.
That's
You can't
cheesy, but it's
separate
true.
them.
Mine is always Surely You Can't Be Serious. I am, and stop calling me Shirley.
Mine is What Do You
great.
Know About Lead? From The Castle. There's a castle quote. And if you are not familiar, Brian, with The Castle, it is a great piece of Aussie culture. You need to familiarise yourself with it immediately.
Book part 2.
Okay.
There is a quote in The Castle that will fit every moment in your life, I promise you.
Brian, great to have you on, man. And congratulations on the book.